What up guys, Moneymaker here. We are back with another review. Today we're reviewing Tales of Outcast. Now we're doing another one because Erma has unfortunately not updated yet again. So we have to do this. It's unfortunate, but it's something we must do. And we're going to continue on with what we have here, which is another chapter in the Tales of Outcast, in the Erma universe. Another expansion on what Erma is. So let's get into it right now, guys. Here we go. So Tales of Outcast, written by Donovan Cherry, art by Eric Calavera. The Night Detective, the Mananggal case. The Mananggal case. On November 3rd, I was called to the city morgue by an old friend named John Reed. He asked if I could stop by to help with something. He was unaware of what I really do. With that being said, he knows that I have a mind for strange occurrences, and this time was one of those. Here before me there laid the body of Matt Smith. 34 years old, a white male. He was a real estate broker from the Upper East Side. He was discovered in his apartment. Police were called after the neighbors complained about the odor coming from the apartment. They found Matt's body on his bed with his shirt and shoes off. They figured by the stamp on his hand that he had gone to a nearby nightclub and either brought someone home or someone was waiting there for him. But the police couldn't figure out how Matt was killed. There was no blood anywhere in his home, only bruising around the mouth. Police assumed the killer must have cleaned up after him or herself after killing Matt. When John started the autopsy, he discovered that the killer had removed major from Matt's body without any kind of incision, rip, or tear. At first, John thought it might be the work of a serial killer, but how could anyone remove the tongue, heart, liver, and stomach from the body without one cut? It was impossible. I asked if I could take a sample from the victim's mouth. John obliged me. We placed the sample under UV light and watched as the sample began to burn. It confirmed my suspicions, but to be sure I asked John to see if there were any other cases similar to this one. He checked the state database and there were 7 men and 3 women. The woman's features had been removed from the womb without any incision. It was only one kind of creature that kills like this. Mananggal. I assured John that this was no serial killer, but something else. I got the address and reports with photos and headed out. All of the victims live within a 10-mile radius of each other, and the Mananggal usually hides in volcanic caves by day, but there's nothing like that around here. So I looked for the closest thing, started with the nightclub surveillance tapes from the week that Matt was killed. He was in the surveillance, but nothing on them told me what the killer looked like. I checked the surveillance from the store down the street from where Matt lives, but again, nothing that will lead me to the Mananggal. I checked the nearby pharmacy surveillance, and I see all 5 of the other victims in the pharmacy when I noticed that 4 of them have little pink bags. I go back and look at the surveillance from the store, and Matt and the others have the same little pink bag with a cow laying on a crescent moon. The store name was Mike and Cookie's Bakery. I go to the bakery when I see her, a beautiful woman who could easily seduce a man. The temperature of the bakery is a lot hotter than it needs to be. I smile, buy 2 cupcakes, and walk out. Both men and women come and go into the bakery, so I wait until she closed the bakery at around 10 p.m. She'd be hunting soon, so I go back to the store and buy a newspaper, bucket, salt, and garlic. I burn the paper in the bucket and then add the salt and garlic to the bucket and then mix it. I see the Mananggal flying in the night sky and break down the back door of the bakery. I find the Mananggal's lower half and cover it with the ash, salt, and garlic, and then place a small container of salt, ash, and raw rice around the bakery. Then I burned a rubber tire. The Mananggal won't be able to return to her body at sunrise. So again, I wait. Later, the Mananggal tries to return. I go to the back of the bakery to find the Mananggal flailing around on the ground. It dies in minutes. That ends the Mananggal case. Okay, so apparently Manangals are something funny, and so they break off from their body. They fly from the top of their body out to go hunting, whatnot, eat people, whatever, and then afterwards they come back to their body at night before the morning comes and tries to connect, because if they don't, they die when the sun comes out. And unfortunately, he made a barrier around it, so she couldn't go back to her body to actually live, so she died there, I guess. So yeah, that's an interesting take. This time it wasn't artwork, it wasn't anything like that. It was just straight up text that we read, because the night detective was just typing out a case that he did as a record. So that was interesting. How'd you guys like my voice exactly? Did you guys like my voice? Was my voice okay when I did that? Was it... I thought it was pretty good. I tried to do a night detective vibe, you know, the old hard-boiled sort of detective voice, but I don't know if I did a good job or whatnot on it. I just chose a random voice that was sort of deep and serious, and that's the one that you ended up with. So hopefully you liked it, and yeah, hopefully next week we will actually cover another Erma part, because the author should hopefully have more chapters out, I hope, because I want to cover more Erma, because I really do. But until then, guys, we're gonna be done for the day. We're gonna go. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, support the author down below. Check out the links, and remember to hope you have a wonderful evening today.